dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A fire this morning marks the end of an era for a restaurant that became a local favorite for people in the Dorton and Caney communities of Pike County. WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to a frequent customer who says Mi San Felipe will be missed.
An early morning fire Tuesday in Pike County.
We got here, most of the fire was on this end of the building.
Closed a restaurant in the Caney area.
Shocked to see it in flames.
Customers say it was a major part of the community.
Mi San Felipe was a huge staple in this community.
Not only because of its convenience.
There's not many places like Mi San Felipe around here. You have to drive either 20 miles north or 20 miles south for really good stable food.
But because of its atmosphere.
It felt like home. It felt like a very big family establishment.
They say the owners were the best.
The service was wonderful. They were good people. I hate to see them going through such a tragedy like this.
And though no one was hurt,
it'll be missed.
Members of the community say they ache for the owners of the restaurant. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The cause of that fire is still unknown. A former student sentenced to 4 years for reckless homicide is being released after only serving 125 days. A judge granted Peter Gall a kind of early release meant for first-time offenders convicted of low-level felonies. Gall admitted to drunkenly shooting and killing his friend Alex Davis. He said he did not mean to do it. It happened in September of 2017. Gall testified he was drunk and he was just trying to scare him when the gun went off. The victim's parents said nothing can bring back their son. Kentucky State Police have shut down 3 businesses in Richmond for illegal gambling. Investigators say the businesses were posing as internet cafes. The locations allow customers to pay a fee and play gambling games on computers. Police are still investigating. They say no charges have been filed at this point. In Laurel County, deputies say they arrested a woman at the sheriff's office. They say 32-year-old Kimberly Hubbard walked into the office yesterday morning. She began yelling and screaming and creating a disturbance. Deputies determined she was under the influence. They also found her with a syringe, suspected meth, and Suboxone. She's facing drug possession, contraband, and disorderly conduct charges.
Well, we saw plenty of sunshine today. Good news is those cooler temperatures continue as we head into the overnight hours. Bad news is cloud cover increases because a cold front moves into the mountains tomorrow. You'll notice as we take a look at a few of those cameras, Interstate 64 in Moorhead. We started out with those mostly sunny skies. We've seen a few clouds here and there starting to creep back into the forecast. And as we look over into Jackson right now, you can see a few high clouds there, but 70 degrees, feeling like 70 because that dew point of 48, very, very dry out there. We're seeing plenty of sunshine and just a beautiful afternoon. Really those low to mid 70s across the area. Some spots already dropping into the upper 60s. A little bit cooler over there in Wise at 64 degrees. But check out those dew points, upper 40s to lower 50s. We never talk about them when they're actually feeling great outside. Actually refreshing to that comfortable stage, mostly refreshing as you walk out the door this evening. Now we are starting to see those clouds increasing a little bit. Good news is we've remained dry today, and that'll continue as we head into tomorrow. So as we take a look really at those overnight hours, we'll start to see clouds increasing, but good news is we'll be dry for the overnight hours. It's really as we get into a little bit later on your Wednesdays when we see those showers and storms return. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Steve.
All right. Thank you, Paige. Emergency crews continue to help rescue folks in Illinois. Flooding along the Mississippi River is worsening, putting East Cape Girardeau underwater. People living there remain under an evacuation order as crews cut off power. One child went missing but has since been found. The area could be underwater until July. Officials have identified another victim of the 9/11 attacks. The medical examiner's office is not releasing the victim's name but says the remains recovered in 2013 belonged to a man. DNA testing was used to confirm his identity. 40% of the people reported missing after the World Trade Center towers collapsed are still not identified. This marks the first time a new victim has been identified since last July. From nearly $1 million in debt to new ownership and a new name, 2019 started off rough for the Appalachian Center for the Arts in downtown Pikeville, but officials believe brighter days are ahead for the theater. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher tells us why.
Some say a rocky journey can pave the road to better days.
It's slowly coming together, and it'll take a while, a long time.
Appalachian Center for the Arts theater director Robin Irwin says she doesn't let the hard days destroy a bright future.
But we love a project, and this is a project.
Formerly known as Jenny Wiley Theater, the city of Pikeville cut ties with the production earlier this year after the theater fell into nearly $1 million of debt.
This is the Appalachian Center for the Arts, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Now running under the Appalachian Wireless Arena, the theater has plans for a packed summer for Eastern Kentucky.
The summer is crazy. Like, it starts with Hamilton, and we're off to the races.
Productions like Alice in Wonderland,
Disney's High School Musical 2, $1 Million Quartet, and then we go off to Sally McCoy.
And many more.
We're like, there's so many things to do here.
The community staple hopes to keep tourism in the mountains alive.
We believe in the pride of heritage and home, and we believe that we can make a difference.
Gearing up for a new season. In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
If you would like to buy tickets for upcoming shows, you can stop by the Appalachian Center for the Arts box office from 11 to 4 Monday through Friday. An Eastern Kentucky electric provider is restructuring its rates, but the adjustments will not increase monthly bills for an average customer. The Kentucky Public Service Commission is allowing Jackson Energy Cooperative Corporation to increase the monthly customer charge while decreasing the cost per kilowatt hour of electricity. The electric co-op serves 51,000 customers in about 14 counties in Eastern Kentucky. The Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory is unveiling a major league upgrade to their factory tour. It's the first major change to the tour since the facility in downtown Louisville opened in 1996. Guests will see a new film and be able to touch and hold the lumber that will turn into their favorite baseball players' bats. The museum's upgrades also include a new look into the bat making process, mini bat production, bigger monitors, and a better sound system. Austin City Saloon will officially be opening tomorrow at 11 in Corbin. The new restaurant is a new location and venture for Austin City Saloon. Co-owner Josh Brock says he has lived in Corbin much of his life, and with more tourism coming to the city, he wanted to add another family-friendly restaurant in downtown Corbin.
You've got a growing downtown, and we wanted to be a part of it, and me obviously living down here, it makes it a lot easier and an easy choice.
The restaurant is open to all ages until 9 in the evening on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, House lawmakers launch an investigation into the country's tech giants. Hear why this first hearing focused on your internet searches for news.
And sadly, after a beautiful day in the mountains, showers and storms return for your Wednesday, making a cool down for your Thursday. Good news is sunshine returns by the time we get to your Friday. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.